Okay, so just to set things up, what they're saying is they're going to take one of these. They're going to take one of these and turn it into one of these. You know what I say? Good luck with that. Wow. They kind of did it. Hey, hey, friends and revolutionaries! It's darn near the middle of October, and I haven't done anything for Halloween or anything Halloween-ish. It's something where you probably were thinking, he's going to be gone for another 2 months. No, I'm really trying to get back into things. I am a little disappointed I didn't get to my last Street Fighter figure before October, but we'll go ahead and get that one done when the month is over. In the meantime, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try and catch up on some of the Halloween stuff because there's plenty of horror and gore and fun stuff to go around. Now, if you were sitting in suspense of the opening, here it is: the horror FvsJASON, I know I'm saying this wrong, people. Jason Voorhees. Kotobayuki, and I'm really hoping I'm saying it right. If not, again, anybody who's watched the channel knows that's as best I can do. Seem to be taking the route of some other figure manufacturers, and now they've got their horror series. And who are they starting with? Well, the classic confrontation of Freddy versus Jason. And there's Jason. Or Janice. Or Janice. Don't quite know about Jason. But it's actually a great interpretation. I really like what they've done. Probably like it even more when I get it out of the box. There's the concept art of how she was pictured. There's the full portrait, which is fantastic. I really wish these manufacturers would include these prints with the figures. It's something where, you know, they're so nice. They're so nice, and it's a shame that it has to go off with the box. There's an actual pic of the statue, completely armed with the machete and the axe. Mask. Boy, you can almost do the review without getting it open, but we will. Freddy vs. Jason. Jason Voorhees FvsJASON statue. The Kotobayuki Japanese import. You've never seen your favorite horror movie icons like this. Yeah, I'll agree with you there. Kotobayuki brings you a bold new direction for their popular series of FvsJASON statues with the Freddy vs. Jason pair-up. Following after the Freddy Krueger is a new interpretation of Sunya Yamashita of the Slaughter, Jason Voorhees. So actually, Freddy came first, Jason was second. I guess that fits the name, Freddy vs. Jason. See here, there's Jason, and a little peek at what Freddy's going to look like. But yeah, I want to start with Jason first. We're going to start with Jason first. Where is it? Jason Voorhees. The Friday the 13th series began in 1980 with the murder of Camp Crystal Lake. Though it wasn't until the sequel that Jason Voorhees put on the famous mask and took matters into his own hands. Through successive sequels, Jason Voorhees would leave a trail of bodies from Crystal Lake to Manhattan, hell, and even into the future before coming into a conflict with Freddy Krueger and Freddy vs. Jason. Shunya Yamashita, and Koto Boyokai's version of the slaughter takes its inspiration from Jason Voorhees' on-screen look, but mixes the beautiful girl of the Bushido style. Jason Voorhees, one-handed and an axe in the other, one-handed machete in one hand, and I'm going to lose my place here, and axe over the other. The scrapes of her clothes reveal quite a bit of skin and her muscular physique, while her cute face is partly obscured by the nightmarishly hockey mask strapped to the side of her head. Sculpted by Takabashuku. I know I'm saying this probably wrong. Jason stands over 8 inches tall, 7.5 inch scale. She's totally unique addition to your collection and the perfect compilation to the Freddy vs. Jason style. It's, I guess Freddy vs. Jason, yeah, I mean, that could lend itself to an interesting, unique pairing from this series. I tend to wonder what other characters they could use. What other Pinhead? You know, I mean, who else from the? If you think of the NECA series, you know, or you know, any of the Mezco, any of the horror movie icon figures that have been done, who else might they be able to do under a horror genre? You know, I'm kind of thinking Pinhead maybe, but who else? Definitely leave a comment. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and pop her open, get her out of the pack, have some fun. Be right back. And first off, before we take a look at the statue, on the box, on top of the box, which I didn't mention, I really should have. I mean, they've got the windows on the front and the back, but the top actually has that Jason hockey mask pattern with the eye holes and the air holes, and then the paint for the mask. Yeah, I was way too busy mispronouncing things on the back of it to make sure to point that out. So, you know, if you keep your figure, if you keep your statue in the box or, you know, on display, either way, it's doing the same thing. It's not really doing much of a difference wherever you leave it. But on the box, it does have that great Jason mask window on the top, and I want to make sure to mention that. That was just very, very cool. Out of the box, I have to say that Jason is it's cool. She's very cool. A little off for I guess it depends. I guess it depends on how hardcore you are about, you know, the Jason Freddy dynamic, you know, the movie and so forth. As a statue, she is actually really nice. I mean, much like all the Koto Boyokai statues, the face really sells it. I mean, it is beautiful. Got that cute little face, got the lip gloss. Very, very cool. She's got the little bob cut. Well, maybe not quite bob cut, but you know what I mean. Straps on the mask coming across just fine. And won't ever break off like a NECA one will. You can be pretty sure that the straps on this mask are going to stay in place because they're sculpted on. So that's not going to change. Take a look at the mask. There we go. I might be wrong, but they may have overdid the air holes a bit. Perhaps a little. But it's still very creepy. Unmistakable, you know, Jason Voorhees. I wish that they would have done like they did with Harlequin, where they did like a faceplate magnet where you could take her cute face off and put the mask on, just so that, you know, she would have that menacing Jason feel. I mean, that's a great mask sculpt. I think that's pretty good. It would have been even better if she could actually be wearing it, because yeah, that's not going anywhere. That's pretty much in place. The rest, the sculpt is beautiful. I mean, she's definitely a well-toned girl. With that nice six-pack there. The Pants, the boots, very good Jason work boots there, with the laces being sculpted and so forth. Love it, love it, love it. Got the occasional slashes here and there. No four. It's always in twos. You know, if there had been a slash of 4 somewhere, it really would have given it that kind of versus Freddy feel. But here it's just 2 slashes. They're all paired up, 2 at a time. Only in the front, apparently. A few things that bother me, and this is a little more nitpicking in terms of, you know, the depiction of the character. I'm trying to remember Jason with a trench coat. Because it's got a nice trench coat. It's got a beautiful trench coat, frayed at the ends. Gives it kind of that dynamic cape feel. Because her hair is so short, and very spiky, I might add. Very, very spiky. But because it's so short, the coat definitely gives it more of that kind of superhero dynamic. You know, that energy that they do so well with their superhero characters. You know, the trench coat kind of makes up for not having the longer hair. But I'm trying to think of Jason with a trench coat, and I know for sure it was not in Freddy vs. Jason. I'm almost positive that. I haven't rewatched the movie. I'm almost positive he did not wear a trench coat. So the coat being added for this, it's cool. It looks cool. But when you stop and think about it, it's more like a... No, I don't think so. I don't think she did. Does have the gloves, have the work gloves, which are in pretty pristine shape, I must say. No dirt or mud or anything like that. I also don't remember Jason wearing kind of a belly shirt either. You know? He always had that button-down dicky kind of thing. Didn't really have like a belly shirt t-shirt on. Now, I'm not complaining, but you know, if they had given a few buttons on it and maybe let it come down a little bit more, it doesn't have to cover her whole abdomen, but if it had been a button down and come down a little bit more, yeah, I'm okay with it. The belt is nice. Belt looks fantastic. I'm mentioning the belt because when we get to her leggings, and I don't know if I want to call these leggings, jeans, or chaps. They really seem like chaps to me. It looks like she's just wearing a pair of chaps. But they really don't seem like jeans, except for the fact that they have the fray here on the inside part of the legs, on the knees, and on the calf, and of course, the rear upper thigh. So, I mean, it's got kind of look like the frayed jeans, but man, those jeans are tight. I mean, the folds and the ripples. I mean, it really seems like these are more like leggings instead of actual jeans. Plus, you can kind of see, you know, that they're... I don't know if her shorts... Oops, well, they're with the base I was going to talk about, but it looks like her shorts were jeans, and then the rest are chaps. Which doesn't make much sense. I don't know. It seems as though they go all the way up to the belt, and the shorts are just underneath. She's got those Daisy Dukes underneath. But again, I'm not complaining. Not complaining. I think this is a great start for a Jason figure. Leaves plenty of room for improvement later down the road if you ever want to do another version of him slash her. Slasher. Stands up fine on her own. I'll pick up that base here in a minute. First off, her accessories, she does come with the axe, which again is a pretty pristine axe. Not a lot of blood or splat on it. Apparently she just picked that up from the wood pile. And this is supposed to go over her shoulder, which I haven't put in yet. So hopefully my battery won't die before I get this done. Or maybe I'll just pause it and come back later. Okay, always easier when you have both hands behind the camera. But there it is. There's the hatchet, kind of resting against her shoulder. Nicely sculpted. I actually didn't expect it to be a separate accessory. I honestly thought they were going to go ahead and just sculpt the whole thing kind of resting there on her shoulder. But it looks cool. It looks very, very cool. No, not too far. There we go. One downside is that because it is an accessory and the hand, the PVC or the material they made it out of, it wasn't soft enough on the hand, and I actually chipped off a little paint on her fingernail. Or on the tips of the glove. I mean, it's a real minor thing, but yeah, if you're going to have to put the hatchet in yourself, maybe make a little bit more effort to make the handle softer so that it goes in without that happening. I mean, now that it's in, it's not going to go anywhere. You know, I can tell you that, but the hatchet, now, of course, this is Jason, so her hatchet, totally the opposite. Nice, bloodied, totally been used, broken in machete. Keep saying hatchet, that's a machete. And very nice. Very cool. And of course, she's not just going to carry that over her shoulder. That's going right in her hand. Like... Oh, not again. Like so. Here we go. Sweet. Very sweet. Very sweet. The base, because all the Kotobukiai statues do come with bases. This is a little bit different, though. There's no peg, there's no screws. It's just this flat pool of goo. But when you look at it, if you look at the underside, there's actually a metal plate on the underside. And on the underside of her boots, which I normally score high for sculpting, but here I actually have two magnets so that she can actually sit on her base. Actually holds her up there pretty well. I mean, she stands fine on her own. I'm not complaining about that at all. Just a little unique with the magnet for a base. I don't know about that. I almost would have preferred pegs or a screw, simply because it's only magnets holding it on, and if it gets knocked off, you know, it's not really required. It kind of reduces the need for a base to begin with, especially that, like I said, she stands pretty well on her own. Looking another one's over Jason. Again, the hair, got a little flip going over there. They like giving it a little flip hair. I would definitely say that if you're not necessarily a, how should I say, statue fan, even if you're not even necessarily a Kotobukiai fan, but if you are a horror movie fan, if you like Freddy, Jason, you know, the whole horror genre, I think you could probably buy this. I definitely think you could probably buy this and justify to yourself that it was worth buying, just on the novelty of being kind of the version of. Love the colors. See, they match up the colors real well. It's just, again, I see the trench coat and I think to myself, I don't think so. I don't think so. And even if you were taking the jacket away, I think she still would look fantastic. Just the design of the upper part. Well, overall, on the one hand, I gotta say I'm not stoked on. I know I'm kind of contradicting myself. I'm not stoked on how she looks as Jason. You know, makes great. Looks like she made a really great Jason costume for herself. I don't know if the Jason authenticity is there, but it's a great attempt. And the only thing that could have made it better, as far as I'm concerned, if you would have left everything as is, the only thing that would have made it better is if you could have swapped out the mask. Because I think if you could have put on the mask, that would have just made it. That totally would have made it. And then you could have had the choice as to whether or not you wanted the cute pouty girl kind of face or that menacing Jason face. You would have had the choice. That's the only thing I think I would have wanted to see. Beyond that, I still think it's great. I can't wait to get to Freddy. In the meantime, I thank you for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, join the revolution. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.